Hey, Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like Beezy. Make sure I follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Now, this probably is the most insane trade I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think this is worse than the Luka Doncic trade, man. You know what I'm saying? At least they got Anthony Davis. At least they got another superstar. This is probably the worst trade in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Dang near a superstar got traded for a bag of chips. This right here, Atlanta, man, and my boy Key had the nerve to say they don't need him. You know what I'm saying? Keon, bro, I can't believe that came out your mouth talking about you don't need him. Talking about he can go ahead and kick rocks. Bro, this is your franchise player. See, it's one thing about Atlanta people. See, Atlanta people just delusional, right? Atlanta people be wanting their self to feel like they just, it's like, they're delusional. They really think they don't need Trae Young. That's what that man Key the Freak said. That man Key the Freak was saying, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He could go ahead and leave. He could go ahead and leave. This has been your franchise player for how many years? He's the reason y'all made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And you talking about leave? You know what I'm saying? Atlanta people, man, I'm telling you, man, is delusional. You know, y'all can't win without him. I don't want Atlanta Hawks fans to think that y'all winning without Trae Young. Y'all been on a losing streak when he hasn't even been playing. So it's clear as day he's not the problem. Because y'all still losing with him not playing. Y'all losing with him and y'all losing without him. So don't act like y'all just be better without him. No, y'all got worse. Y'all gonna get 10 times worse. And y'all never built it around Trae Young, bro. Like, ever since he stepped foot in Atlanta, bro, he's always been a one-man show. Like, when have y'all built it around him? The only good roster that y'all built it around Trae Young was that year y'all went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then y'all let go of all of them. It's like, other than that year, what did you do for Trae Young? Nothing. Straight BJ. I don't know when it comes to fans, man. Fans just think you're supposed to just do it without help, man. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? The man did as best as he could, but the Wizards, though, bro. You went to the Wizards? You wanted to go to the Wizards? Like, why did you want to go to the Wizards? You got some booty cheeks out there or something? You know what I'm saying? You got a girl that you talking to out there at Washington or something? Tell me why you want to go to Washington, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, this is the worst trade I've ever seen in my life, man.
So on the face of it, the Wizards just fleeced the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, DC got a 4-time prime all-star for almost nothing. Wizards get Trae Young for just CJ McCollum and Corey
This
Kispert.
is the most
26 years old,
stupidest
38% from 3, but not a star. Sent 0 draft picks for a resume like this. Trae has gigantic numbers.
Look at this, bro. 4-time all-star, first team all-NBA, first one-time assist champion, 3rd all-time in assists per game, 25 points per game, and 10 points, 10 assists per game, and you trade this man for a bag of chips. Oh my God. This is worse than the Luka trade, bro. This is worse than the Luka Doncic trade. Like, honestly. And this is what I be saying. GMs is the type, it's about who you know, not what you know, man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You know, it's about who you know. Because there's no way that these GMs, bro, is capable of being the GM of a basketball team. I promise you I can run the Atlanta Hawks better than y'all GM. I promise you I can. I just don't know how to become a GM. That's why I try to tell you, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. It's the dumbest, like, bro, these folks don't be doing nothing about basketball, bro. I want to know how you become a GM. How do you become a GM? Because I promise you I can run the Hawks better than them. I promise you I can.
A salary.
I would have got something for Trae Young. I would have got something.
Right up out there with the Luka trade because the
That's what I just said.
Is this.
That's what I just said.
Contract is toxic.
That's what I just said.
Every dollar counts in this second apron era. Hawks proved over and over it does not work. So isn't it funny that after the trade, Trae leaked something weird to the media? In the wake of the Hawks' decision not to offer a contract extension, league sources say Trae Young then identified the Wizards as a promising destination months ago. Exactly. Is that for winning on the Wizards? Or are they the one team he decided was dumb or desperate enough to pay him big money? It's all about the cash. But you know what's crazy? If the Hawks had done this trade like 2 years ago, they'd have got like 4 first-round picks for him. So how stupid is Atlanta for waiting? Yeah, but they tried everything to make this work. I mean, no team has tried to make their star succeed like the Hawks. But for me, this is one of the best times of the year.
Look, man.
And I love it. Mike on their review tip or AM. He went on trade for CJ Doncic. The old front office was so invested because they traded Luka Doncic for Trae Young on draft.
I mean, bro, in my opinion, bro, Luka is overrated, bro. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? He on my team, and I'm saying this. Luka overrated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Luka pisses me off. He gonna. One thing about Luka, bro, is I know people don't want to say this, but Nico was right about Luka Doncic. That's an unpopular opinion that people don't want to say. Nico was right about Luka Doncic. He was right. I honestly feel like if the barbecues will have Kyrie, Anthony Davis stay healthy, and Cooper Flag, I feel like the freaking Mavericks probably want to trade. And that's just all easy. Nico is right about this motherfucker. That's an unpopular opinion. You know what I'm saying? That people don't want to accept. And I watch this motherfucker. I'm telling you, man, that motherfucker right here pisses me off. He has no defense. He's a flopper. The man throws up the most dumbest shots known to mankind. If he don't get a whistle, he gonna look at the rest, man. I'm real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if a motherfucker on my team. I keep it G. I just be looking at him. I be like, I see what Nico talking about now. I see what Nico talking about. I see exactly what Nico talking about. And then you know what? The casuals, they gonna look at his points. Bro, he's the leading scorer in the NBA, bro. He's averaging such a... Bro, I watch this man, bro, dang near every day, bro. He gonna get his points, bro. He gonna get his points. But it's how he get his points. He gonna score the ball. If you watch this mother effer, you gonna see what I'm talking about. This mother effer is overrated, bro. I wish we wouldn't even got him. I wish we would have kept AD, bro. Or the Cade Cunningham. Or somebody else. Just Luka just pisses me off. His style of play it's not winning championships. It's just, I'm not delusional. You know what I'm saying? I look at him, bro, and it pisses me off. He's a turnover king. He throws the most dumbest passes known to mankind. You know what I'm saying? I see what Nico's talking about. And I told you, I don't follow the wave. You know what I'm saying? Defense wins championships. Nico right, bro. Defense wins championships. Nico seen you flopping. Nico seen what I seen. He seen that mother effer flopping. He seen that mother effer throwing up dumb shots. And if he don't get calls, he cry to the refs. Nico's like, oh yeah, we got to get him out of here. We not finna pay this mother effer this month. This mother effer? He seen through the BS, but Nico got all the hell. He got all the hell. You know what I'm saying? He got all the hell, bro. For seeing what we just now starting to see. You know what I'm saying? Nico been seeing it. He been seeing this mother effer. He been seeing it. He's seen through this mother effer. He's like, oh yeah, this mother effer right here is not winning the championship.
Basically traded Luka for CJ McCollum and
yeah, SGA doesn't do half of the stuff that Luka Doncic does. You know what I'm saying? And that's just false. SGA will flop, bro, but SGA don't throw up dumb shots. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, everybody doesn't do that now. You know what I'm saying? So please stop lying. You know what I mean? Before I ban you. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I don't like liars. Everybody doesn't play the way Luka Doncic plays. You know what I'm saying? Get his tip out your mouth. I watch this man. Everybody don't throw up dumb shots and then look at the refs and freaking cry. Cade Cunningham doesn't do it. Tyrese Maxey doesn't do it. I can name PGs. SGA does not do it. SGA flops, bro, but SGA don't throw up dumb shots, bro. stupid shots and look at the ref and cry. You know what I'm saying? Giannis don't do that. It's a lot of NBA players. Nikola Jokic don't do that. It's a lot of NBA players that don't do what that mother effer do. You know what I mean? Get his tip out your mouth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, that's what I be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, people don't like criticism. That's what I be trying to say, y'all. People like that don't like accountability. They don't like accountability their dang self. You know what I mean? So they don't like when you hold their favorite player accountable because they don't like being accountable. They can't even be real with their dang self. So they don't like when you be real about their favorite player. They don't like that. They don't like that you say really Luka Doncic overrated in the. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't like when you say he be flopping. Man, that's the biggest flopper I've ever seen in my life. They don't like that.
So phase one was like Trae.
He on my team, and I'm saying
remember
this.
Remember that core? Kevin Huerter, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter.
Got rid of all of them.
Shooters and defenders. That'll work. They won like 20 games a year. And they were like, oh, the problem is the youth. Let's get some vets in here. So phase two is the vets around Trae Young. In one offseason, they got Danilo Gallinari, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Rondo, Clint Capella. The media loved this offseason. And it actually kind of worked. Now, never mind that Ben Simmons had his career just implode before our eyes. It was still in East Finals. But the next year, they lost in the first round, so Atlanta panicked. Phase three, DeJounte Murray. Pair Trae with an all-star guard. That'll work. Cost them control of 4 first-round picks, but was a disaster. And the
4 first-round picks
was Trae Young. So why not trade him?
4?
Because he was so good
picks
on offense. They were like, how is this not working? I mean, look at this resume. Big numbers. All
Bro, you're not building around
all-time assists per game behind Magic Johnson and John Stockton. How is it not working? But no, it was never going to work because of several problems. Lack of shooting.
Bro said, look at Jalen Brunson. Bro, you name one person. You know what I'm saying? You name one person, bro. And what happened to Jalen Brunson? Do Jalen Brunson make it out at the freaking... Does he go to the... Has Jalen Brunson made it to the finals yet? You know what I'm saying? You just proved literally my point. That style of basketball not going to win championships. You name one player, bro. You can't name nobody else that do that, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You can't name nobody else who play like that, bro. You name one player. You just said everybody do. Now you're starting to backtrack what you say. You just said everybody does it. Now you're naming one player. You just said everybody do it. Did he not just say that? Did this motherfucker not just say that everybody does it? Now you backtracking what he's saying now. Does everybody do it or not? You know what I'm saying? Please stop it, bro. You're backtracking what you're saying, bro. You look foolish.
Harden and Damian Lillard hit 3.
You look foolish right now.
Lack of off-ball movement.
You look real foolish.
Trae isn't just a below-average defender. He's the kind of defender that makes a front office have to design an entire team around him, and it still don't work. Like, most small guards get hunted, but Trae gets hunted successfully more than anyone because he offers no resistance, and this matters most in the playoffs. Every year, no matter how good he was offensively,
defense,
the other team
bro,
would pick Atlanta apart through Trae.
I'm saying.
Spent 6 years trying to engineer a roster around him, firing coaches. Do you know how tiring that must have been? So Atlanta's new front office figured it out day one. Get him out of here. Didn't offer a contract extension, so we all knew something was about to go down. Season starts and Trae gets hurt. Jalen Johnson really breaks out. I mean,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like Jalen Johnson over Trae Young, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like a 2-way, and that's why I always put like Kobe and MJ, bro. Like, I like 2-way superstars, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you being a 1-way superstar not gonna do it for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it real with you. You know, like you can be a good offensive player, bro, but you have to play some defense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just not playing defense, that's just not gonna work for me, bro. And who does that? Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying? He scores all the points in the world, you know what I mean? But the mother effer don't play defense. You know what I'm saying? It is what the freak it is, man.
Was good before, but this man is a 6'8", 2-way player at 24 points per game. Oh, and by the way, a good passer. The man is a forward at over 8 dimes per game. Dude is what teams hope their 6'8" wing turns into. Like, you know how every draft night they're like, yeah,
you said keep canceling your payment?
He's got it built like Paul George.
It's probably God, man. It's probably God. You know what I'm saying? It's probably God, man.
Well, Jalen Johnson
probably not supposed to make that payment.
Time that actually
I look at it like God.
So they go 13-9 without Trae. Dude comes back, they go 0-5. It was so obvious. So they trade a 27-year-old former face of the franchise for nothing. Do you know how rare that is? The only time that a star gets traded at 27 is like Kyrie in Cleveland, but he demanded out. Or Paul George in Indy, but he told them, hey, I'm going to walk in free agency. So you deal me now or lose me for nothing. The only real comp here is maybe Jimmy Butler on the Bulls. Chicago dealt him at 27, but had no idea that he would become a superstar. And they
superstar.
Trae is uniquely bad. This never happens. So why would the Wizards take a chance? Like 29 other teams said no, but DC says yes. Because they've got cap space to afford this. This is one of the ways that you could use cap space to take a gamble and get better. They can afford to take on Trae's big salary and hope it works.
Oh, Jimmy a superstar?
He is the next Jimmy Butler. I mean, I know it's rare. Trae at one point did
oh my God.
Knicks fans acting like this in the playoffs.
Hey, suck my Trae Young! Trae Young! Yo, Trae Young looks like my dad. I never saw my dad. He still looks like.
What the hell was wrong with that last guy? So if it works out, then the Wizards just bought low on a 27-year-old four-time All-Star who made people act like that. And if it doesn't work out, so what? They had that money to spend anyway. And on the court, he might help. Like,
Wizards.
think about the last few years. We've always had a rebuild team that makes a big leap. 3 years ago, it was OKC. They go from the play-in to the 1 seed.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. The Wizards been terrible, bro, since, like, literally I've been a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the Wizards ever been good, except for John Wall and Bradley Beal. I ain't gonna lie, John Wall and Bradley Beal, Gortat, they were actually decent. There was a playoff team with them. But other than that, bro, and you know, John Wall and Bradley Beal, you know what I'm saying? The Wizards been terrible, man. I ain't gonna lie, the Wizards been terrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, you feel me? I don't know, man. You said Gilbert Arenas days? Yeah, they still sucked.
Last year's Houston, they go from bad to second place. Now we got the Spurs. They go from no playoffs to amazing. So the Wizards want to be that team. How does Trae Young fit that? Well, on paper, because Trae is a shooter, even inefficient, defenses have to respect it, which creates space for DC guards. He also gets doubled and is very good at passing out of that double team, which also creates open shots.
Bro.
For example, DC's got a rookie named
Nobody don't care about no Gilbert Arenas. Don't try to overrate the Wizards like they were doing something. They were trash, straight BJ. You know, Gilbert Arenas, bro, had good couple good seasons, bro. Stop talking about Gilbert Arenas to me, bro. You know, people love trying to rewrite history. That's what people love trying to do, is rewrite history. Gilbert is a Gilbert. His name is Gilbert, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Who's making a Hall of Fame named Gilbert? You know what I'm saying? Gilbert was nice. Oh, Gilbert was mid. Please stop it. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert Arenas was mid. He's a mid boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was. He was mid. You know what I'm saying? He was mid. He was a midster. So please, let's not try to overrate Gilbert Arenas. He was a midster. You know what I'm saying? That's what the freak. If you wasn't a superstar, you were, you know what I'm saying? If you're not a superstar, you're a bum. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. If you're not a superstar, you're a bum. You feel me? Point blank period. If you're not a Hall of Famer, I don't care about you. Mid but scored 60. Oh my God. Who like mid but scored 60? Okay, cool. Scored 60. You know what I mean? How many rings does he have? How many All-Star selections does he have? I know a lot of mid people that scored it. You know what I'm saying? How many is he a Hall of Famer? How many rings? How many All-Star selections? How many All-NBA teams? But you're talking about 60? You know what I'm saying? Because he scored 60. That means he's supposed to be just nice. You know what I'm saying? He's mid. He's a midster. He's a midster that scored 60.
Trae Johnson has made 50% of his open threes.
He's a midster.
41% overall. Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr have all made shooting leaps as well. Then, because Trae excels as a pick-and-roll ball handler, he will be a good partner for Wizard bigs, especially Alex Sarr, who's going to gobble up passes at the rim on the roll. Of course, the problem is defense, but
Chi-Town, shut up.
A terrible defensive team. It doesn't matter that much right now. And by the way, Alex Sarr is actually not not a terrible rim protector, but a traffic cone perimeter is their main issue. Now, this isn't that big of a change from having CJ McCollum at point anyway. The twist in all of this is that Trae might not play a ton this season. The Wizards keep their pick only at top 8 protected. So if they have one of the 4 worst records in the NBA, they are guaranteed to keep that pick. Trae has been dealing with an injury, so don't be surprised if they keep him out. Now, a lot of people are watching Anthony Davis for the Hawks because Chris Haynes reported
they don't have
that the
nobody.
Mavericks are definitely going to trade him. Hawks have been the #1 trade target for AD. But who knows? Even if they don't get Davis, the Hawks are going to have about $30 million in cap space after moving off Trae Young. With that, they could sign multiple players like a Kobe White at point guard, but the East is wide open. This could be a rare opportunity for them to go for it while the Pacers are down and Jason Tatum's coming back from that injury. Either way, the first big trade before the trade deadline just happened, but it is a pretty sad ending for Trae Young. But a gigantic move also in the WNBA because the ladies just voted to go on strike over their new CBA. If they do this, though, it could be...
Like I said, though, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? You keep, bro, the Giants are trash. You keep talking about Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop looking up Google, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking up Google. You have no knowledge of Gilbert Arenas. You had to look that up. You're looking at Google right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? You're still talking about Gilbert. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about no Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you still talking about Gilbert? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still talking about Gilbert? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro looking up on Google and, like, nobody cares about mid Gilbert. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the freak, bro? This man right here keep talking about, and most improved, 2 All NBA, like, 3-time All-Star. Like, bro, nobody